Youth Voices is made possible in part by a grant from the John S. and James L. Knight Foundation Donor Advised Fund, a legacy foundation fund, and viewers like you. Thank you.
The reason why gun violence continues to happen is because we do not pay attention, or we do not analyze it as an epidemic. You know, we just look at it as it's not knocking on our doors, it hasn't happened to us, so we just let it go. And so it's very important for this message to be given out from a young person, because I'm living in it, you know. Sadly, my brother lost his life to gun violence. My brother was still out with his friends. They went to a teen club, a fight broke out. They just put some hot-headed teens out the club. The young men that my brother's friends fought followed them to the gas station, and just it went from there. I didn't think goodbye would mean forever. When Anthony passed away, my brother James moved in with us. You know, he can never replace Anthony, but it felt like the void was being filled. When James was killed, it felt like I was back at square one, but this time I didn't have someone to come in and fill the void. For a long time, me and my mom were stuck. You know, we were like, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna get through this? So having a counselor, that helped me all the way. I had my counselor one day. I was just telling her, you know, hey, I'm doing good. I feel like I'm doing great. And she was like, well, can you tell me who Aaliyah is? And I couldn't answer that question. So from that point on, that's when I had to realize, like, I'm not just doing it for them, I'm doing it for me as well. For a lot of young people, they don't speak up for certain things just because they feel like no one's gonna listen to them. I am them means I am my youth. Letting them know no matter what you go through or where you come from, you have potential, which is something pulling out another young person, letting them know that I'm you, you're me, we look the same, we act the same, and we're just all trying to make it. Just building your community up one step at a time. I can say when you're trying to identify who you are, number one, you have to, any problems that you have inside of you, you have to first deal with them. And that was the first thing for me. I had to challenge the trauma that I had went through. So for a lot of young people, they feel like they cannot grow into who they are or who God called them to be, just due to the fact that they can't identify who they are. And it's very important for young people to have someone they can relate to. When you have someone in your generation speaking on behalf of something that we're all facing every day, it just makes it easier to get the message through. So many young people and so many adults that work with young people that are quote unquote bad, they feel like, you know, well, I'm not going to pay attention to them, I'm not going to have my energy pouring into them because they have an attitude. But little do they know they're not having an attitude because they want to, they're fighting something within inside of themselves, which makes them feel like they have to be in defense mode 24/7. Anthony's killer, he was 15. My brother Anthony was 16. So I always say not only did my brother Anthony lose his life that night, but that young man lost his life. At 15, he had to go to jail, you know, and at 18, he was in a maximum security prison. So just thinking of things that he had to go through, you know, in everyday life, not only did we take a heavy loss, but his family did as well. I think for forgiveness, when it comes to forgiving someone, you don't do it for them, you do it for yourself. So I couldn't allow the people that killed my brothers to have control over me. You know, they already took the lives of my brothers, so why would I let them have control over my inner peace? Forgiveness, I forgive the young man that killed my brother Anthony. And a lot of people think I'm crazy for that. It's fine with me though. It's not their peace, it's mine. The plan to open the youth center came about last year. I'm looking to build a program where it is free for young people to be able to come and express themselves, along with it being a trauma center. What I want to do is focus my organization and my youth center on something bigger, building a horizon that young people can step out of gear and see. I hope to build more young people that have the mindset or a greater mindset than mine. Because it's not just me that have this gift inside of me. I'm just the only one that has presented myself to pull it out, but I'm working to get other young people to see it in themselves.